Greetings, I'm Sir Glory, and welcome back to Season 3 of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Now, this is part 95, and I think we're actually getting towards the end of Season 3. I tended to run them for about 90 to 100 episodes, the first two seasons, and I've accomplished most of what I wanted to get done in this season anyway, so things are going well enough. We seem to have sorted out some of the issues with the garbage or the waste recycling over here. I've been able to restart the train that imports hazardous waste and get that processed. We don't have massive backlogs of ash coming out of here still, and hopefully this is going to work its way through. Let's go up to faster speed while I'm gibbering. This is still a bit of a problem, but we've never been able to really sort that out. I think it's to do with I extract to scrap metal, and then I put the rest into the aluminium separation plant, and then into the general waste general separation. I think this is the bottleneck here. So in the new one that we've got built, we've changed that around. What's unemployment like here now, actually? Yeah, still fairly high numbers. We've constantly got buses coming in here. Maybe we've just come at a busy time for buses. Maybe there's going to be a gap now. Looks like it. Anyway, I wanted to look here and see electronics workers. Alright. I think I'll keep those buses. I was thinking about upgrading them, but it might be better to put on a third bus. So, let's go to our depot. Show the buses. And it was the K-B732, I think. Let's grab that. And we'll add that onto the electronics workers and see if we can't improve things over here. Still don't have electronics backing up. Actually, it's interesting that they don't pass right through there automatically. Thought maybe that truck had been coming in to pick up electronics, but no. So, 120, 120, we're getting equal splits of workers there. Both operating without issues. So a few more workers in there might do the trick. And it's not a huge problem just now, it just means that some people can't get electronics. 6 only. I guess the additional workers that I managed to get in there already has made a bit of a difference, because we're getting so often notified that shops are out of electronics. Anyway, arrived just in time to see this bus arrive in the depot. Set you to Zhigarny electronics workers. That's the one. Off you go. Right. Let's get away from the rain. Oh, it's raining over here as well. Oh, it stopped. So, out here, I want to keep an eye on the train situation, but the real reason I'm out here just now is to look at how we're getting on with roads. Come out far enough there. Do I have another node out here somewhere? There. Yeah, that's actually good enough. Let's add another crossing there, and then we will asphalt up that section. And when it's done, we can go into that section. This is nearly finished. Still needs a wee bit of asphalt. Is that all? No, it's not all there. It's coming from the back of the dumper. This is all good over here. I want to get this road asphalted up. Yeah, I might put I don't like it. I'll put it in temporarily just now. Just so that I can get that section asphalted. But what we could do first of all is make that one way. And now we can get to work on that. Right, do we have a train? We don't. No, we do. So I'll let you get in, unload your workers, and then actually I'm going to pause. I was going to stop the local, but let's just pause you there. Fill in detail. You're on your way here, but you're still quite a ways away, and you are on your way back. No, you're not. Right, so we've got one in the station, we've got one here, and we've got this one here. You're on your way back. Ah yes, because the one that's already over here, come up above ground, this one is already counts as heading back. Let's stop you just now. And then we'll need to stop this other one as well because it's too close. I'm thinking just from there up to about here is maybe the same as about that there and back again. So give that a try. Where's this one? Right, that's the one I want to keep an eye on as well. Which leaves this one here, and the one that we can get rid of. Right, carrying on, when this train comes up round about Shavat, we'll restart this train. And you, when you get in, unload your workers, we'll stop you. Then we'll wait for the next train to get to Shavat. And we'll start this one up. Hopefully it's not going to take too long. It's just here. And once I've done this, I'm going to leave it. Unless it's absolutely screwed up, but yeah, I don't want to keep having to muck about with this. Right, you can start off. Here's the other train. Right. It's maybe not quite exact. Maybe about here would have been better. Never mind. And I did start that train up, yes. And you got away, you didn't get held up by that train. And you intersect just there. Right. So in theory, there should be another crossover just about here. There's that train coming back up the hill, and there's that one. Right, so this is looking okay actually. So it does look like they're crossing just about the same place. There's the other two crossed. You're back out here. Loading, off you go. You're coming down through. So this isn't going to be quite the same place. I think I might delay this one just very slightly when it gets in. There's a building on fire. Yeah, I thought it was an electricity substation. Right, anyway, as I said, let's grab this. Pause for now. And restart. There's the other train coming through there. Yeah, that's going to be in here just a wee bit too quickly, I think. How does it look here? 5 hours on shift, 4 hours, 3 hours. And there's more people just arrived actually. So there we go. That's not too bad then. I think we'll just delay this one a wee bit too. So the other thing I've noticed is that that had 132 workers. The one that came in before had about 138. Right, enough of that. Nothing good out here. I asphalted up these access roads to the gravel storage. That's all looking fine. That's section's done. We're on to the next. Right, let's come out here. What I want to do is think about where I need to put my next construction office if I'm going to be doing any sort of terrain levelling and the like, but also where we want to put our technical services for snowplows. So I'm thinking maybe the best way to do this is if I delete some of this road. Yeah, there to there will be fine. And then grab me the terrain tools. Terrain smooth, small as possible, and let's see. Do you work here? No. Alright. Draw this further back again. Free bulldozers. I must have free bulldozers up here, surely. That's a roller. There's a dozer right there. Right, so you can't reach as far as that. Let's come all the way back here then. Try that again. Train smooth. You're kidding me on. Is it because the road's inaccessible? Let's try. Right, you can work there. There. Try something different. Try that's average. It's flat. Okay, dig a hole. Thank you to save. Right, you can dig there, 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 there. Right. Okay. So somewhere around about here is where it cuts off. So from there to there. Well, I think we could just maybe bring a road off here, have another construction office up in that area, and technical services, and that should work. I'm thinking. Right, anyway, let's get back into this. Not that. Going to have to get rid of just. No, just. Come on. Just that then. What's a pain? Right, you carry on up there. Come up as well. Right, okay. And then I'm going to have to get rid of that node there so that we can re-add that. And come on. Play the game here, come on. It's because of this, isn't it? Right, let's get rid of that then. Do that again. No, still. Right, okay. There you go. What's going on now? Some other infrastructure's in the way. Okay. Right, we'll cancel that bit of road then. That's roughly the same place. Do that. That. And then add that crossing again. Okay, what a palaver, as they say. Shops out of goods. So, yes, that's the roundabout that's going to head in towards the city. The city's going to be around about this area. I suppose there would be no reason why we couldn't have another roundabout up here to give another access into this area. And we could have technical services up in there. I don't want it down here. We're going to have to do some work on this section anyway, so it's maybe better that we have a roundabout down in here. Get excavators and dozers in here, then we can work on that. And then have another road head up in there. That's what we're going to do. We've got nodes there, so let's come back to about here. And then yeah, maybe somewhere about here for the roundabout. Doesn't have to be too big. And add that. Get rid of that. Okay. I don't need anything coming off this side. No, there's not going to be any construction happening up there or any other road access. Not at this point. You could go in there and then road heads up in that direction, I suppose. Let's see, maybe we do the old draw a road off there for now, and then that's too close to that other one. Let's take off snapping. Try again. No. Right. I think that's too close. Get rid of that. Try it here instead. That's a bit better. Of course it's not going to work on this side. I mean, that would be okay. Could live with it. How about if we take out that section there? Yeah, that looks fine. And I'll make the main road would has to be straight from here. What am I after? I'm after that. Can get down to 5 meters. Yeah. So if I make that the main road, and I might have to curve up into there. That's fine, and then we could draw another road off here. Let's take off snapping again. And actually just bring it out like this. Because it's going to have snowplows that will need access up to the city as well as onto the dual carriageway there. And we'll just have you have a nice smooth curve. Okay. And construction industry, construction office. I just want this little shack out here. Just for the construction, the road construction, or the train construction. That could be there, and technical services, that's the other one. Just for snowplows. Yeah, do I have a 6? No. 4 it is then. Right. That's fine, that's okay. I might get rid of that section of road. Good stuff. So work's going quite quickly there. Just noticed what I could do now is set you up as just an exit ramp up here near an on ramp. And I want to get rid of that because I don't like it. No, I'll leave that. Well, yeah, I'll leave that as it is. One way up here as well. On the bridge. Thank you, autosave. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to say, where are my trains? You're just coming in. you've just come out the tunnel. You're just coming up. So that seems to be fairly consistent then. We'll stop footering with it, leave it as it is. Okay, what else are we going to do then? For this part, I was thinking about getting to work on this next gravel storage, but there's no point until we have that. There's no point doing that until we have another quarry up. We don't need more gravel. It'd just be future-proofing, I suppose. Okay, there and over there. How's garbage looking up here? It's only just been a load dropped off. And it's mostly construction waste. And we've got you set to... How much have we got there? Nothing. So that dumper brings the gravel down here. And we don't have the other truck in there. So that other truck, it must just be on its way back here. Sorry, did you have... Wait until I'm loaded. Here, you do. Fine. And you should have... Wait until loaded and unloaded. Yeah, that's okay. Good. We'll see how this fares once we get a decent amount of garbage being delivered. It all seems to be okay just now. 22 workers out of 50, which is more than plenty. 12, we've got 11, 8, we've got 11, 9, 7. So that all seems good enough. Good supply of workers out at the power station. 128 workers being picked up there. 35, 61 and 0. So we could support obviously more workers out here. These factories are actually all fully occupied. Fire station up here. Did I add a fire engine? I did. Oh, looks good then. Let's get back out. Where are we? 8th September. 2,000 tons of crops. We've still got plenty out in the fields, but the big fields, large fields, or not big fields, are mostly harvested. Some of the smaller ones still to be tackled, but we'll get there. Yeah, so 2,000 tons in there, 1,300 up here. We've still got a fair amount to be brought in. You're empty. Right, that's okay. Down in here, 800 tons. Fabric, 14 tons of clothes. That's actually looking a wee bit sketchy. We have plenty of crops there. It might be alright. And meat has been steady for a long time. 75 tons. How much do we have in our storage? Yeah, just 10. 1,300 and down in here. You've got 2,700, but again, you've still got some fairly big fields to empty. And there's still some crops lying around here. Plenty of crops actually. 12 September, 2 months to get all that brought in. Should be alright. Some progress being made. Interested to see some waste appearing here again. And these are getting worked through quite comfortably now. Right. Something I've not looked at in a long time is our tourist trade. Five-ish staff. Almost sewage tanks overflowing. Almost maxed out on tourists. Put the price level up. Get them to pay extra for sewage. So you don't have a problem with sewage now, do you? Where's your sewage connection? Interesting. Yeah, so it's backed up all the way up to here. I do have the ability to add in another sewage line, obviously. And that might be worthwhile. Right, let's have a look. Sewage. Big sewage pipe. Snapping on. That's now. So if we built another pipe up alongside here. And then what I'm thinking is demolish that section. There we go. And then if we add that in there, that seems to work. Right, okay. Let's quickly get that built in. I've done all the way up through there. Good stuff. Okay. Make sure construction offices group 4's assigned out here. And we'll add in group 3 as well. Just to make sure it goes quickly. It's interesting. Well, hang on. The other building's up here. Why is it only sewage tanks over here that are overflowing? Ah, you are maybe being cleared by this. You are. So, why then? Ah, because you're on a different line. Okay. Well, hopefully that will solve the problem. And the tourists will experience a bit less of an odour when they're in hotels. Anyway, I've gone over time as usual, so I'm going to put a break in here. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.